Hello and welcome to EV Visionary. This is the first edition of our testing series where we have fabricated a route of 800 kilometers or around 500 miles where we will test the different aspects of EVs, everything from range to charging to consumption, etc.
For today we will go on this 800 kilometer drive, and the route we have chosen will be around the lake in Sweden called Vänern. So we would go here and actually to the west and cross the border into Norway, and we will use the E6 down to Gothenburg, which will be a highway drive. When we go through Norway it will be a slow drive on country roads and so on. And then we will go from Gothenburg east to a city called Jönköping. That's mainly highways combined with countryside roads. Jönköping we go up north, and then it's back to countryside roads typical for Nordics, and then back to this starting point again. So that will be our 800 kilometer drive.
This will be a 3-part series. In the first part we will test the Porsche route planner. In the second part we will test the Abada route planner app, very popular. And in the third episode we will actually see which one of them who has the best results.
So this is the interface Porsche route planner, which comes with the car, of course. So here we have all the addresses and all the destinations. You can use Porsche app and find all the destinations you want to go to, and then you can dump this into the car. So now I have all the positions. You need to have a specific address. 9 out of 10 you will find this very good. The first position we go to is the E6 in Norway, and we can actually choose in which driving mode. In this case we will go in range. I will hit the start and it will route. What I do then is I choose another one, which would be an address in Gothenburg, and I will add that. Now they come in the wrong order, which I then can go in and correct. So this is how you build your route, and then I go into route overview, and here you see in which order you take them. Now we have the correct order. It's quite easy when you have the address. In this case it says that we will arrive to our first destination at 10:15 if we leave by now. 2 hour 21 minutes drive and 143 kilometers.
Okay, so now we're at 100% and we will begin. 1 hour in, about. We are just now actually crossing the border towards Norway. How's the consumption look?
The consumption look pretty good actually. 20.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We have driven about 80 kilometers right now. The weather is deteriorating, so it's even more rain.
Welcome to Norway. We will check in with you again in an hour. And then we're back. Now it's 11:25 a.m. and we have been driving for pretty much exactly 3 hours. What's the state of the car?
So it has just reached 50% state of charge. We have driven 247 kilometers, which then indicates a total range of just under 500 kilometers. So 490 something. However, the remaining distance according to the car would be 190 kilometers. That would indicate that the car actually has a non-linear energy or battery performance, as it looks like. Let's see where we end up when we charge. As of now, the consumption has gone up a bit to 20.6 again, but now we are driving on mainly highways or motorways, and it's about 110 kilometers an hour speed limit here. The weather though has improved. It's not raining anymore.
Back again. Almost been an hour since we did the last update. However, we did it a tiny bit early because we are stopping for some food. However, since the route planner is not telling us to charge, we are not going to charge. The car's state.
The car is at 29% state of charge. Travel distance 300 and 36 kilometers by now. Average consumption 20.8, and we have 100 kilometers remaining according to the car.
Okay, great.
So
then we will see you probably at the short stop. So now we are in Gothenburg. We drove for like 10-15 minutes, right? And then we came across a closed out road, so we had to take quite a big detour, it looks like. We don't know really yet, but we are stuck here in traffic on a smaller road, and yeah, it looks like we have been derouted through a suburban.
here we are charging at Circle K, and as you see, it's only doing about 137 kilowatts, and we can see by the meter here the gray area is what it can take, the green is what we actually get. So from this we can say that it's the station that is limiting us from charging faster. And this is obviously one of the drawbacks with EVs, that you never know how many people or how many cars are charging. And if you look here ahead of us, you have an ID4 charging from a 400 kilowatt charger, which is a bit overkill.
First charge stop is finished. We are now at 54%. We were supposed to charge to 52. However, I plugged it out, and in the meantime it received a few more percentage.
It did well overall. Problem we had was the limitations at the station. It couldn't supply more than just above 200 kilowatts. Now we're back again, and the next charge stop will be south of Mariestad, it looks like, and we are supposed to get there with 7% is planned for. Charge 260 should be in 11 minutes.
If we can get the capacity.
If we have the capacity, yes, it's another Circle K 300 kilowatt charger.
And we will see you guys again in an hour. Another hour has now passed. The clock is 14:38 p.m. We are soon to be at Jönköping.
Just on the outskirts of Jönköping, now heading north. Next charge stop should be in Skövde, as it looks like.
12% state of charge are we supposed to have when we arrive?
Yes.
Right now 31. Consumption 20.4 kilowatt hours.
Consumption 20.4, as you said. The temperature and the weather outside, the weather conditions has improved significantly.
It's flipped. You can even see through the panoramic windshield here that we have like 0 clouds, shining sun. Now it's just perfect conditions. Now we're back for charge stop number 2.
We are in Skövde.
Skövde, the most beautiful city in Sweden.
I'm not so sure. I've been working here for a couple of years. I'm not sure if I agree with you. Now we are at Circle K, as you can see, and it is cloudy, 23 degrees outside, and the consumption has gone down quite a bit, 18.2 since last charge, which is really good. We have a 2-hour drive time since last charge,
as well as we have been driving for 196 kilometers, and now we have 15% left state of charge.
So we are going to connect the charger and get back to you.
Here we are going to charge up to 58% according to the route plan.
Yes.
And that is going to take, what, 9 minutes, it says?
The 58 should take us all the way back to the finish line.
Last charge stop done. We were just standing there for close to the 9 minutes it told us about. So that's how quick it was. Now we're at 59% of charge. What else?
What else? I can't really say anything right now. We are just picking up speed again after the charge. Statistics so far is driven almost 580 kilometers with an average consumption of 19.9 kilowatt hours. Much better. Total time of 7 hours 21 minutes.
Left we have 220 kilometers and almost 3 hours of drive time. 3 check-ins more. So then we will see you next time. Welcome back. How does it look?
It looks pretty good. Consumption is quite stable at above 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Average speed is 81 kilometer per hour. It's a countryside road in Sweden, and the speed limit is 80. Sometimes it's 100, but mostly 80. According to plan, I would say. Good weather conditions still. 20 degrees outside. Not much wind anymore. Previously we were quite close to the shore, so it was a bit more windy. It's going well, I think.
Yeah. We have 2 hours and 7 minutes left according to the route planner until we're back.
And we should finish with 12% state of charge now. When we started from last charging, it said 11, so it increased 1.
Here we are, last update, hopefully, until we are finished.
9 hours driven, 19.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers in average.
Quite a lot better consumption than we thought.
Much better. Quite a nice day today. Well above 20 degrees.
Now it tells us that in 6:46 p.m. we are supposed to arrive. That's, what is it, like 45 minutes earlier than the original.
Yes.
It's quite a lot. 2 pretty quick stops. We just had some misfortune at the first one.
With a bad charger, yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's been a smooth ride so far. Just about 80 kilometers from the finish line.
The only things left now is the check-in when we're actually finished.
All right.
Final stop, the finish line.
10 hours, 5 minutes, 804.1 kilometer, 19.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers in average consumption. And now we arrived with, did you catch?
15%.
So now we're just waiting to fully charge the car to see the total consumption.
And then we're going to do some math and see the rest of the numbers that we need to see. This was the first part, and we will compare it to ABRP, and then we will do a bit more in depth, basically. So that was it.
Thank you.